Hi everyone, we're going to be showing you how to fill holes correctly and get a nice smooth finish. So as we've seen earlier, we've shown you everything that you need. We're just going to mix some of the easy fill together now. Going to show you the consistency that you're looking for in terms of how to get it ready and get a nice smooth finish on the wall. So as you can see, this is now looks a bit more like mayonnaise in terms of consistency, but we're pretty much there now. So once you're pretty much to this stage, just make sure that it's all gone, giving all the sides a good scrape off, and just obviously getting, if you've got a tub that's got sort of like any indentations at the bottom, like this has got a slight indentation, just be sure to scrape everything out of it and mix it into the mix, because that way you're going to ensure that you don't get any dusty particles around the area that you're filling in. But that is pretty much done. Okay guys, so this is the area that we're trying to fill. In this area here we had some plasterboard fixings which we will show you at another point, in terms of how to hang a TV on the wall, on a stud wall. Obviously you only need these fixings for the heavier things, but first of all what we'll do is we'll take our sandpaper. That's a bit of a blowout just to clean the area off a bit. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the easy fill mix that we did earlier and just work it in. Now obviously depending on what filler you do use, just read the instructions, as some will only do certain depths. I think, if I remember rightly, the depth of this is about 10mm in the hole. So as you can see, obviously because it's quite a big area, it will start to sag. Don't worry too much about that, because we're going to let this dry for a period of time. Now as you can see with the filler knife, I'm using quite a wide one. You can get the pack of various sizes. I think you get 3 to 5 in them. We will put a link in the area below, and that's where you'll be able to get some if you don't want to go to your local store and you want to get them delivered. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're at the moment. So what we're going to do now is we're going to allow this to dry, and then we'll come back to it. Again, bearing in mind that some fillers do shrink. So, and obviously as you can see it's sort of dropping a little bit, so we'll come back and we'll make good of the area again, just because we don't want to be coming back, sanding it and then just putting paint over it, because it's not going to look very good. But as you can see here, previously I did do another 2. So you got one there. It's been done for about 3 minutes. And then, don't know if you can see the one above, but we'll try and get that as well. Just up the top there. So yeah, we'll come back once this is ready to be gone over. Okay, so we've waited for this to dry. As you can see, it's now dried. There's a slight indentation on the wall, just as I said earlier. Some of them do shrink, they do this. So what we're going to do now is just going to add a bit more, just basically just to fill in the area where it's indented. And what that's going to give you, it's going to give you a nice flat finish with the wall, which is why we use the filler knives. Obviously the filler knife is wider than the hole, which will then allow you to flatten it with the surface of the wall itself. So all we're going to do now, I'm just going to wait for this to dry properly. Once this is dried properly, we can then give it a sand over. We're using 120 grit sandpaper, so it's a nice fine sandpaper. This is going to allow us to get a nice smooth finish. I'm going to finish with the sandpaper around this area, as you can see where we've done the filling, and then hopefully it should give us a finish that's paintable. And once painted, you shouldn't be able to see where these holes were previously. Right guys, so this is obviously all dried now, so ready for the final sand. So literally sand it down. You don't need to go really rough with it. You're literally looking to go across with the wall, with the face of the wall, so that what you're trying to do is get this here where you filled smooth, nice with the wall, and then when you're finished and you're ready to paint, you should just be able to go straight over it and not have any issues with being able to see any of the indentations. So I'll get that done now, and then we'll have a quick look over it. As you can see, gone up to the edges and around the edges just to kind of blend it in, but other than that you'll be pretty much good to go. Let me know in the comments if you do it another way, or if you've got any questions, or if you want to see a different video that's not posted. Other than that, hit the subscribe button, like, comment and share. Cheers guys.